Hi all, this is a quick video on nothing in particular. I've been playing with a piece of radio software called PlayIt Live, and I've got one of these, which is a PS3 wireless guitar, and I was just intrigued to know whether I could get it to operate the PlayIt Live software. I can. What I'm going to do is, the camera's going to move around, I'm sorry, but let's have a look at the computer first. What I've got running on the laptop is the first piece of kit I need, or first piece of software, is Xpadder. Xpadder accepts the input from the guitar and converts it into keystrokes. So I've mapped out various aspects of the guitar to operate certain keystrokes, and I've also got a shift key operating as well. So what I can basically do with the software, which is this, which is PlayIt Live, is at the moment I can start, stop and pause the playback. I can play cartwheels, and I can increase or decrease the volume, and I can scroll up and down the list. Unfortunately, there's no code in this for their scripting engine which allows you to select, once you've got a track highlighted in your track listing, to put it into the cue list. To operate the keystrokes, I've had to create a script, and that's the script. All this does is, it's in the when the app starts up, what it does is it registers hotkeys for certain tasks. So the P key is play, the P key plus shift is pause, the S key is stop, the shift and N is play next. And then I've got QWE for moving the modes, but they're keyboard associated, and then I've got 1 to 5 and then shift 1 to 5 for playing cartwheels. So if I get rid of that, so I've got Xpadder running. I'll just move the camera, I'll move it over there. So I've got Xpadder running, and the items I've mapped into the guitar are the 5 keys at the top are the cartwheel,
105 FM. Callan FM.
The first, wait until that finishes. The first two are actually stabs off the radio station that I have a show on. The other three that I played, the last three, they're just actually some sound effects that I've got in some sample packs. If I press this touch area here, unfortunately in Xpadder it registers it as a single key basically. Well, it registers as 2 keys. This is 1 key, and then from here to here is another key. What I've actually done is I've put the whole thing as a shift key. So if I press anywhere on this, I can then access...
Text the show on 80011 and start your text with Callan.
...the secondary set of cartwheels, which are effectively 6 to 10. So without the shift it's 1 to 5, with the shift it's 6 to 10. On the main body of the guitar, I've got the star power button as the start, so that starts a track. The little buttons at the side, which are ironically called start, they stop the track. The reason I use those to stop it is because they've got a raised edge, so they're difficult to get hold. You know, you won't knock them, so they're difficult to press, which I thought was worth doing. If I press the shift, which as I said was the touch area, and the start, that pauses it. Shift and start will unpause it. I use I'm not sure what they call this thing, the wiggly bar thing. What that actually does is it moves the selector up and down in the track list. The whammy bar, when I press it down, I've mapped it so that it turns the volume down on the laptop, and when I press it, when I release, and then when I press it down again, it'll increase the volume. So that's decreased it, and it's stopped at where I've decreased it to. Press it down and hold it, and it increases it back up, again releasing at the point that the volume I want. The D-pad down here, at the moment I've got it set so up and down again scrolls up and down the track list, and left and right. At the moment the left and right, I've put those as kind of a reserved assignment. If you can see that D-pad, yeah. The left and right in standard form are reserved at the moment. If they bring in the scripting ability to put the a track into the queue list, then that's where that will come in. There is another action associated with it, which is the shift, which is on the touch part of the guitar, and then if I press left or right, what it will do is it will move to the next song in the queue list. Right, what I'll do is I'll point this at the screen, just make sure that that's looking at the screen. What I'll do is I'll select a track and I'll put that in there. I'll select another track. I'll do just bear with me a second. The reason I'm hesitating through, I can show you the up and down, so that's me flicking that wiggly bar thing. I'm not quite sure what they call it. There we go. The reason I'm just having to select some tracks is these are tracks from a record label that send me them by promo, so I don't think they'll mind me putting them on this video. So I'm now going to press the start power button. That starts the track playing. Now I'm just going to decrease the volume, which, okay, that's the whammy bar down. I've released the whammy bar so it's retained that volume position. I'm going to press it down again and I can increase the volume. Just drop it down a bit. And then I can fire some stabs.
105 FM.
And I'm using the 5 coloured buttons at the top of the neck. Or a sound effect. And I'm going to shift
Text the show
to get to my second count deck.
and start your text with Callum.
As I say, I'm using the D-pad or the little knob down at the bottom to scroll up and down, or I can use the whammy bar, the wiggly bar thing. If I want to move to the next track, press the shift, which is the touch section on the guitar, and use the D-pad button to shift to the next track, like that. Unfortunately, this has got quite a big lead in and I haven't edited the track down properly yet, so and that's it. If I want to pause it, so that's the shift and the star power button, unpause it, and then I can also stop it, and there we go. So that's all the functions explained I've mapped in. So what you need is a PS3, believe it or not, don't know, it's a PS2, PS3 it says on the back, Guitar Hero Band Hero guitar. It's a wireless jobber. It comes with a USB dongly device. You'll need Xpadder, X the letter, P-A-D-D-E-R software. It's downloadable from the internet. Go to xpadder.com, I think it is. There's loads of information on how to set it up. I've had to set up a layout and script file for Xpadder and also a script file for PlayIt Live to make this all connect and work. It wasn't that complicated, but as a programmer, you know, it's kind of interesting and geeky for me. Anyway, that's all. Absolutely no idea why I'd use it, but I thought it'd be fun. I might actually use it this week in the show that I do on Calon FM just for fun. Alright, see you soon. Bye.